You're welcome back to my class. Now, in this class, what I just want to show you is context, right? What I want you to understand is we are wrapping up learning Python, but I need you to really understand a major concept, which is what? The context. What do I mean by context? We've been writing programming language, right? And you've been seeing the syntax. Even though the characters that we are using is English language, but it is not English language. This is Python language. Any other programming language is a language in itself. When you are looking at ancient texts like the Bible, it is also a language. And you must be able to interpret or understand what you are reading within that context of that language. If you are reading the scripture and you are trying to interpret it in English, then you will miss the meaning. Same thing with this Python language. If you are trying to interpret what we are writing within the context of English language, then you will get the meaning completely wrong. I'm going to illustrate that for you to see what I mean. Now, I'm going to write a very simple script to explain context for you. Now, if I say that I define a flag, I'm going to use a condition, right? I say flag, right? And I assign false to it, right? This is, underline this. I say flag and I assign false to flag, right? Then I say, while not flag, right? Go in and do what? And print Israelite crossing the sea, right? If I do this, and then I say, yeah, flag assign true to it, right? Then and I come here, I say print Egyptians cannot cross, right? Now, this is my script. This is my script. Now, looking at this script, everything written here is using English characters, right? If you try to interpret this within the context of English language, you will not understand what is written here. Let's try to. Flag equals to false, right? Why not flag? Print Israelite crossing the sea. Flag equals to true. Print Egyptians cannot cross. How will you understand this in English? I just read English, right? But that doesn't make any sense, or I will not really be able to interpret this. Now, let's go back into the realm of Python and try to understand this within the Python language. What does it mean? What will be the output of this uh, script? Now, the first thing we are doing is we are using condition, right? And we are using a condition to set this up. So the condition is flag, and you are assigning false to it. This flag is a variable, which is what? Is a pointer. So this flag is in the Python script, pointing to the memory location, which contains this word false. Now, let me give you an analogy where you are saying, for example, to interpret this, you have the gatekeeper, right? So the gatekeeper has two flags. One is false and the other one is true. Then the gatekeeper, the instruction is when you see the gatekeeper raising the false flag, right, the Israelites can start crossing. But the moment you see the gatekeeper raising the true flag, the Egyptians cannot cross. Even the Israelites will not be able to cross. So as long as the false flag is being raised, the Israelite can cross. When the flag changes to what? So the gatekeeper will wait. Once the Israelite finish crossing, the gatekeeper will change the flag to what? To true. Once the flag is true, nobody can cross the sea again. That is the simple script that I've just written. So let's explain it. Flag, assign false to flag, right? Now you come to why not flag? Now, flag is what? Flag is false, right? This is flag. Now, this not is going to change this to true. So, not, we change it to true, right? Not will change this false to true. That's what it means. So, this sentence now means while true. So, this becomes an infinite loop automatically. Infinite loop. Now, once this is while true, that is what this is telling you. While true, you go in, print Israelite crossing the sea. So it means the gatekeeper is holding the false flag. That means it is true. He's holding the false flag. So go in and that is the Israelite can cross the sea. Now, while inside the loop, is an infinite loop. So they will keep crossing. But while inside the loop, the gatekeeper now changes the flag to what? To true. So the flag is now true. When you now come back to test this condition, so the condition for you to cross is that the flag should be false. If the flag is true, that means you cannot cross. So now the flag has been changed to true. You come back now to test the condition. This place will now be why not flag? So now the flag is true. You are now going back this way. Flag is now true. Now the not will change the true to false. So flag is now what? Why not flag? That is, the flag is no longer false, is now true. So now that the flag is true, it will not print this again. It will not go in to print this. It will come out and the print Egyptians cannot cross. So you can see how understanding the context of the language can help you to understand the script. If you try to read it as if you are reading English, then you will completely miss the algorithm. Right? So that is what I want to stretch because I've been seeing some question about this. And the next class I'm going to teach you, I'm going to use something like this. So I need you to understand what it means. Why not flag? If the flag is false, this one becomes why not true? Why true? But if the flag is true, then this will become false. Right? I hope you understand what I've just said. So you need to interpret a programming language within the context of that language, not within the context of English language. If you try using the context of English language, you will get it wrong. So in interpreting an ancient book, you also need to understand the context within which that thing was written. Else, you will miss it. So that is what I want to show you in this class. So you can see, I will demonstrate this for you to see in the PyCharm. So let's go to the PyCharm. Let me demonstrate it. All right, so this is the script. It's a very simple script, but I just decided to write it so that the video will still not be too long. And I also want to show you something again in my computer. Now, looking at this, what I did, flag, I assigned false to it. Then why not flag, I've explained to you this. So I'm going to execute this script and then you will see what the output will be like. So this is executing. So you can see it's showing me Israelites crossing the sea. Egyptians cannot cross. I have explained this on the board, right? Now, I comment this. Okay, before that, I want to show you something. This is my system. You can see my CPU, the activity of my CPU. You can see the activity of my CPU. Now, I'm going to comment this, right? I'm going to comment this out. Then I'm going to run this again, and you will see that this will be an infinite loop, right? This will be an infinite loop. So you see what it's doing. Look at my system. You see what is happening to my processor. Now look at this. My CPU operation has really gone up. Now look at what it's doing. Now look at this. It's an infinite loop. It's never going to end. It is never going to end. And you can see my processor is working heavily. The fan is moving very fast because the processor is becoming very hot. So you can see what is happening. You can see what is happening. So this is an infinite loop. Now, if I remove this comment, so I've given this instruction for you to stop. Now, when I try to execute it again, it will tell me, it will show me stop and rerun. So I'm going to stop it, and then I'm going to rerun. So you can see, because of this, is now printing Israel crossing the sea, Egyptians cannot cross, and that is the end. Then see what will happen to my processor. See, my processor has come down. No much activity again, so it's coming down. So you see, no activity. All right, so that's what I want to show you in this class. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and if you have not subscribed, please do so. So till we see in the next class, bye-bye.